It is Sunday, May 22nd in the MLB, and I'm Austin from Calling Our Shot.
And I'm Logan from Calling Our Shot.
And we are back. I know it's a little bit of a scuff setup. We're in Disney World just for today's slate, so the internet might be a little laggy. We're on a hotspot, but don't worry about that. We're going to keep giving you guys some winners. We're back with our favorite player prop, money line, and no run first inning.
Austin might be in the happiest place on earth, but I still think Calling Our Shot, watching these videos, that's the true happiest place on earth. So you guys already know what to do. Mash that subscribe button. Closing in on 34,000 subs. Also drop a like on this video if we are making money, which we did make money once again yesterday, and we're going to be doing that all MLB season long.
I agree, Logan. We've been off to a pretty good start, about a month and a half into the MLB season. Yesterday, I can't share my screen because we're only on one screen right now, but it was a 2-in-1 day. We had the White Sox who didn't feel like covering. They had so many chances to get that run line cover, but they lose by 2 runs. We need them to lose by 1 or win that game outright. But regardless, Blue Jays clutch up, and then Rafael Devers, he made me look like a genius. I took his over 1.5 bases. I could have taken over 1.5 home runs because he hit 2 home runs. I think 9 total bases. Rafi, I'm proud of you. As a reminder, if maybe we've been helping you guys make some money and you want to become a COS All-Star, we certainly would appreciate it. Click that join button on the channel. We love all our All-Stars out there. We got 2 new ones. We got Leandro and we got Erica. Thank you guys all so much for supporting the channel. Just a reminder, if you want to join our chalkboard, top of the link in the description. You can chat with Logan and I, chat with the rest of the community about our plays. We'd appreciate if you click that link. And without further ado, Logan, I'm not going to waste any more time. I'm ready to go off to breakfast. So I'm going to get this video out, and I'm throwing it over to you. Give them your first play of the day.
Yep, let's start the morning with a winner. And I'm going to a money line. I'm starting with the Braves money line versus the Marlins, and I'm taking it at plus 100 odds on DraftKings. So they are a slight underdog in this one, maybe a close to the pick 'em by the time the game starts, but we'll see. Miami is just 9-12 at home, so no home field advantage at all for those Marlins, and it makes sense. You ever watch one of their games, it's a pitiful attendance. I'm sorry. Miami, go support your team if you're out there. Atlanta's won 2 in a row versus Miami as well. Atlanta's trying to rack up some divisional wins, right? They started out slow. They're kind of rounding more into shape as they're getting, people like Acuna back healthy. Now, who's starting today? Sandy Alcantara. 1 and 2 earned runs in each of his last 3 starts, coming in with a 2.57 home ERA. Sandy's a good pitcher. He's really hard to hit, and the stats reflect it. What's interesting about this one, though, is the Braves. They're only batting .209 on the road in the month of May, but why do they win these games? They win due to timely hitting. They once again yesterday got timely hitting and did win. So I obviously pulled a lot of their hitting splits versus Sandy, right? Ozzie Albies, 280. Ozuna, 571. I'm telling you right now, if they see Marcell Ozuna with a few runners on base come up to the plate, he is liable to do some absolute damage. He's come on as late. Acuna and Swanson batting 250 versus Alcantara. So these are pretty much the meat of the Braves lineup. And if they get production out of them, they're going to be just fine today. I absolutely love trusting the Braves bats to get the timely hitting like they always do, right? Even in the underdog role, I'm okay with that. Now, why are they in an underdog role, right? Because they have Ian Anderson pitching today. Ian Anderson, 1-3-1 earned runs in each of his last 3 starts. Solid on paper. I'll take a 1 earned run type performance any day of the week. This game's got a low over-under, so maybe they are projecting Anderson not to completely implode. But I had to show you guys the stats that do make me a little bit nervous. A little bit sick feeling in my stomach and why the Marlins are favored in this one. Jesus Sanchez batting .833 versus Ian Anderson. Pray when he comes up to the plate. Jazz Chisholm, 385, and Jesus Aguilar, 357 versus Ian Anderson. So they've got great hitting splits versus him. But does that always mean they win? Does that always mean they score runs? Absolutely not. Don't be surprised if they get runners on base. This is baseball, right? It's about turning those runners on base into runs. And yesterday, the Marlins left 9 runners on base. That's just simply not going to cut it. I'm telling you right now, I could sleep fine knowing I trusted the Braves, a team that's been able to score runs consistently and get that timely hitting rather than the Marlins, even in a favorite role, for them to just kind of lay another egg at home for me. I'm not in that territory. Now, I also pulled bullpen stats because I found this interesting. Miami, I knew they had a good bullpen. They're 6th in bullpen ERA, but Atlanta not far behind in 8th in bullpen ERA. It's going to be a close game. And I'm just taking the proven winner, the defending World Series champion, if you will, on this underdog Sunday. Also, some other games I did kind of want to mention because I was waffling back and forth between a few picks. I was looking at the Marlins plus 1.5. I know Aaron Sanchez is on the mound, and everybody and their mother's going to be rushing out to bet Brewers. I'm just telling you, this is Sundays. Sundays are for the dogs in baseball. So I'm really I was tempted to pick Nationals +1.5, but I did not want everyone and their mother coming after me for that one. So just something to look for. And then honestly, I was looking at Royals too, but and then I wanted to say, well, do I want to watch any Royals baseball? And not really. But they are in an interesting spot versus the Twins because they just got beat down by the Twins yesterday, and I think they have a good bounce back at home. So Royals and Nationals +1.5 for some of my other leans, if you will. But Austin, you have a player prop, and this one is going to absolutely cash. What do you got for us?
I love it. I've been on mute for a couple minutes while I listened to you talk as ambulances were driving by. They were on the way to the bookie's house after this one because I'm going Randy Arozarena, taking his over 1.5 bases +100 on DraftKings. I believe every book was +100. Naturally, FanDuel always has the worst 2+ base prop, which is with the same thing as over 1.5. It was like -120. Now, if you want another pick, maybe you're like, Austin, I'm on PrizePicks, and if you want to sign up for PrizePicks, use our code COS or the link in the description for a 100% deposit match. I really like Taijuan Walker's under 3.5 strikeouts. I thought it was a really solid prop. The only problem was I knew the line was about -105 on FanDuel when we were recording. I knew it was going to switch to about -135. I didn't really love it as much at that line. Now, why am I on Randy today? Well, Brian Mountcastle, a lone lover of the Call in Our Shot channel, he's told us specifically Randy owns the Orioles. He basically is a part-time owner. Ryan was saying, you know what, I probably would have won Rookie of the Year if it weren't for the Orioles pitchers against Randy, because Randy's absolutely cooked them, and he's cooked them the last 2 games, batting .750 over the last 2, 6 hits, 2 home runs, and 3 RBIs. Now, since 2021, Randy, really his rookie season, I think he played a couple games in 2020, but technically 2021 was his rookie year, batting .449 versus the Orioles. No, not a typo. .449 versus the Orioles. In those 18 games, accumulated 35 hits, 10 home runs, and 4 doubles. I put the doubles in there because if Randy only gets 1 hit, we're obviously going to need it to be a double or a triple or a home run. Now, Randy hit this over 1.5 bases in 12 of the 18 games played against the Orioles over that same time span since 2021. And, Randy said, you know what, that's not good enough. Batting .449 versus the Orioles in general, not good enough. So in Camden Yards, he said, turned it up just a notch, hitting .515 at Camden Yards over that time span, hitting the over in 6 of 7 games. And if you're like, Austin, oh, man, you know what, this pick sucks. If it can't get any better, he's hitting .571 against Spencer Watkins, the starting pitcher for the Baltimore Orioles today. Look, I love Randy. He's notoriously absolutely cooked the heck out of this Orioles team, and I hope he continues to do it today. Taking his over 1.5 bases +100 on DraftKings, and we're riding with man Randy. He is. Now, Logan, it is time. We were still on the road, but that does not mean NRFI Nation stops. We bring the flags. We travel.
Let's go.
And we're going to keep getting into it today. And you know what? If you watched yesterday's video, congrats. You already got our no-run first inning pick because we're going with the Twins or the Tigers versus the Guardians. We're taking the no-run first inning. You take it the under 0.5 runs, -130 on Caesars. We've seen the value change a slight bit. It was -120 yesterday, -130 today. It's probably about as juiced as we'll take a no-run first inning. Not like we talked about on the mound for the Guardians, Shane Bieber, arguably their best pitcher. 3.72 ERA, 1.27 WHIP, 12 walks in 38.2 innings pitched. Look, if Savale could get it done 2 days ago, he can get it done. Now, we've obviously talked about, the Tigers are tied for 29th in first inning runs. I think they've scored 3 first inning runs all year, or at least scored 3 times in the first inning. I don't see them doing it today. And Bieber, an ally to NRFI Nation, 7 for 7 so far in his starts. I think he can easily get those 3 outs. What about the other 3 outs, Logan?
Right. It's scheduled to be Alex Fado at 2.87 ERA on the year, 1.28 WHIP, and 4 walks and 15 2/3 innings pitched. I don't mind those numbers at all. Right. They're trying them out, see what they got in him. But what we do like, you mentioned Shane Bieber is an ally to NRFI Nation. Well, he's also an ally, right? He has hit the NRFI in all 3 games pitched. It's going to make it 4 games pitched today. I have a really good feeling about that. Cleveland was swinging a really hot bat to start the year. Since cooled off, since leveled out a little bit. Cleveland's only 17th in first inning runs. I think he can definitely churn through the top half of the lineup, get us the 3 outs we need. Austin, Shane Bieber's going to get the 3 outs we need. And we're going to fly these flags on the weekend. NRFI Nation Weekend Edition.
Agreed. We're flying them because we weren't able to fly them yesterday because the game got postponed. I don't think it's getting postponed today. So those are our 3 picks. Tigers, Guardians, no one first inning. We're going with the Braves money line, and we're going with Mr. Randy Arozarena over 1.5 bases. Let us know your favorite bets down below. Join our chalkboard, top link in the description. Join PrizePicks, all that stuff. Check out the description. You can find a lot of good, helpful nuggets. We appreciate you guys. We'll be back in the normal spot with the normal Wi-Fi. We appreciate you guys as always. It's been Logan. This has been Austin. We will catch you guys in the next one.